So don't be afraid to try baking bread. It's kind of exciting. Okay, check out this activation of my yeast for the French bread. Okay, this is what adding 2 cups of flour does. So recipe says we are going to add 1/2 cup at a time until it comes together smooth and not sticky. This is 3 cups of flour. You can see that it is it's still real sticky and wet. We are going to add some more flour until this is after 4 cups of flour total. You can see it's still pretty sticky. I'm gonna go with 1 more cup, 1/2 cup at a time, and then I'll show you what that looks like. And I am mixing this by hand now. You can see that it's starting to come together. Can you see that? I like bread and butter. I like toast and jam. That's what song I'm thinking about while I'm making this bread. Now this is a different recipe than the other day, so I will post this one. This is a French bread recipe, and it makes 2 loaves. All right, this is after 4.5 cups of flour total. It was still a little sticky, but it was pulling away. I didn't want to add too much flour to it. So you can see that I added olive oil in a clean bowl and rolled it around, and that way it doesn't stick to the bowl when it's rising. So we're gonna let this rest for 15 minutes or until it's almost doubled. So it may take a little longer, we'll see. Back in 2 and 2. Look at the dough now. You can see we're gonna just punch it down. See how much that rose. So we're going to turn this out. I have matte flour, my bench scraper, and a rolling pin. We're going to flour the work surface. And I'm turn this out onto there. You can see the olive oil, it's just fine. We're going to divide this in half. I'm gonna roll it out, and then I will show you what we're gonna do. Okay, we have it rolled out. You can see it's kind of a rectangle. We're gonna start with rolling it up, kind of like you do with cinnamon rolls. And this apparently gives it a really good texture without having to over knead. Okay, so here's our loaf. I'm gonna tuck it and put it on a baking sheet and I'll show you. All right, here are the loaves. You can see that rolled, tucked. We're gonna let those rise. And then we're gonna cut them. We're gonna brush them with the egg white and water mixture, and we're gonna bake them at 400 for about 18 to 20 minutes. So we've let them rise. I let them rise. I sliced them on the top to prevent exploding in the oven, and I brushed it with egg whites and mixed with a little bit of water. I'm gonna let them rise for just a few more minutes before I stick them into a 400-degree oven. Okay, we're gonna put them in the oven and we'll check them in about 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and I did the thump. Oops. You can hear it. I'm gonna take them out and let them cool. Well, this is what they look like coming out of the oven. So I think the shape is good. Looks like the texture on the outside could be a little bit smoother. They're definitely gonna be a crispy outside. I'm excited to try them. Alright, so you can see that we are at a good spot. It's soft, but it's still got a little bit of a, and look at how soft that is. Alright, you ready? Squishy. And I think that you should give it a try.